Alright, and we are live here on YouTube for the Toyota Save Mart 350 here from the Sonoma Raceway. Hopefully you guys are excited. A little bit of a late start as the cars are already rolling. I was setting up a couple things, had some the equipment on the move, also just adjusting the camera angle, also using a different camera than usual. So there we go, got everything set up. And yeah, we are pretty much ready to go. Hopefully you guys are excited. Of course, you guys are enjoying the live streams that we've been doing throughout this year. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We've been doing them all season long, and as we get ready to transition to the NBC portion of the season, we will be starting it off next season. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out. We got Logano and Reddick on the front row. Watched qualifying actually the other day with some extended family. Some big Logano fans. Got to see Logano go and win the pole. Pretty exciting for them. Obviously, I'm not the biggest Logano fan in the world, and if you guys haven't found that out yet, you will very soon. Also, there you go. There we go. Trying to keep that centered because that is spinning a little bit more than I thought it would. Alright, so we got lead changes up in the corner as somewhat usual over the last couple of weeks. Not sure if we'll see that number get too high today, considering the newly repaved Sonoma Raceway. But yeah, we are all set and ready. I did remember to set my fantasy lineup, so we are all set on that. And yeah, we are ready to go racing. I will say it is a little bit surprising to see all four Hendrick cars up inside the top 10. Just a tad bit surprising considering it's a stacked road course field. Now, obviously, the trend of road course drivers being pretty good when they are when they're coming from whatchamacallit. When they're coming from the Hendrick Motorsports camp. Obviously, William Byron winning 2 of the last 3. And then you've got ChaseElliott on his amazing road course Terry was before the next-gen car's debut. He's slowed down a little bit since the debut of the next-gen car, but I anticipate that that is just a small stumbling block right now, and he will be back to his normal self soon. But, yeah, then you've got KyleLarson, who's been very good at road courses, and Alex Bowman, who's been very good at Circuit of the Americas, despite struggling at the other road courses, and still ends up with a top 10 starting spot. Some of the sleepers starting outside the top 10 that I think you should absolutely be keeping an eye on, though, if you're looking at betting lines and stuff like that. I think there's no reason that anybody should be skeptical of AJ Allmendinger, Michael McDowell, a couple of guys starting literally just outside the top 10. Carson Hocevar looked strong in his qualifying run, and it was actually at this track where he returned from breaking his leg and absolutely looked like he hadn't skipped a beat in the Truck Series, if I'm not mistaken. Then you've got Todd Gilliland, who qualified really well, right up there with his teammate in practicing and qualifying. Christopher Bell got his first career win on a road course at the Daytona road course a couple years ago. Then you got, starting a little bit further back, you got guys like Zane Smith having a pretty good qualifying run. Martin Truex Jr. having won 4 of the last 5 races here. Then you've got a couple of the international flavors like Will Brown and Cam Waters, both coming over from the V8 Supercars world, which is the same world SVG is from, and SVG last night gave us a nice view of what that level of experience can do, but obviously, he is the most experienced driver in that. Will Brown and Cam Waters are both comparable-ish, but they're both qualified outside the top 20. So Cam Waters will roll off 24th, and Cam Waters is rolling off 31st. Will Brown is rolling off from the 24th position. So yeah, it is definitely a interesting one, and they're doing the shifting points map, which is always a fun one to see. So 3rd to 4th gear, up to 5th as you go across the start-finish line, then down into 4th, 3rd, up the all the way down to 2nd as you go up to the top of the hill in turn 2. Then a mix of 2nd and 3rd gear as you go through turns 3 and 4. Then down as you skip the inner loop to go to turn 7. Again, still using a mix of 3 and 4. Or a mix of gears 2 and 3, I mean. Definitely seems like an interesting race course. Can't wait to see how it races. Obviously, with the brand new repave as well, they freshly repaved the track and broke the track record by 2 seconds. I think there is absolutely a cause for concern there for passing, because it will not be as easy to just say, oh yeah, just run half a second faster, because, well, where do you find a half second on a track that's now all of a sudden 2 seconds per lap faster than anyone's ever run before? Where do you find half a second there? So, I mean, that is going to be one thing, and and theoretically, if it's a brand new racetrack, there should be places for mistakes, but so far this weekend, we have not seen any mistakes or any major mistakes from any of the drivers near the front. So there we go, they're going through the weather. And good thing is, no rain forecasted. Unfortunately, this is one of like the 2 or 3 tracks on the schedule that we could actually run in the rain, so that is unfortunate. But hey, you know what? A dry track is still a nice track. Probably better for the fans anyway if we're going and if we're gonna go ahead and utilize the if we're not gonna go ahead and get rained on. I'll see the Sonoma drag strip there, and pace car should be peeling off here as the lights have gone off of the pace car. Elliott, Byron, and Bowman all lining up on the left side there as we get ready to go. Green flag. Let's see. Wow, they're insane. Fubu is way behind. Okay. And here... Oh! Alright, I guess the pace car's going to pull off later. I thought it was going to pull off onto pit road and leave them in the hands. But here we go. The honorary starter is there, getting ready. And there's the pace car pulling off. And it is going to be green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing for the first time in a week, because I was not available yesterday to stream after a long day. But we are here, and we are excited. Joe Logano launches from that top spot. He's going to try and hold on to it. Reddick going to try and get single file. He's fighting it out with Blaney. Blaney holds tough, but Reddick ultimately able to clear him. And speaking of guys trying to clear people, oh, we got somebody off in the dust. A couple of guys off in the dust there, kicking up a ton of dust. Just at the edge of the top 10 there. But, yeah, as I was saying, though, Chase Elliott looking to the inside on Ryan Blaney, trying to make a pass there in that dark gold, in the dark black and gold Napa car there. Interesting to see some drivers in colors that you don't normally see them. Like, obviously, we're used to Chase Elliott, if he's going to be in the Napa car, being in a bright blue car. The black and gold is interesting. I don't dislike it. Definitely gives me University of Central Florida vibes, but we got Suarez actually making some good moves here on Byron in the middle of the top 10. But, yeah, Logano able to pretty easily lead the first lap. Now, we do have stages here, and unlike last year at this racetrack, we are not going to be... the stages are actually caution flags, so expect to see at lap 22 most everybody outside the top 10 coming to pit road, and then a couple of guys, and then I would expect most of the top 10 to potentially come to pit road. I have highlighted a couple of drivers who I think would be candidates to potentially stay out in a ideal world. No, we got a caution flag already. Early caution. Not sure what it's for. To wait and see. I would imagine it's going to be for somebody going off here, because this is about where they went and had the dust storm kicked up earlier. So wait and see, though, because I have not seen a cause for a caution yet. But the caution flag is out. And so going down into the final hairpin corner here for these drivers. Let's see, Bowman trying to make a move on Suarez for 7th here. I don't know. Let's see. I've seen the yellow fly, so we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to end up happening. Which is definitely a weird spot to be in. And... Alright, so I guess Greg's pick might be out the race. Oh, it's Denny Hamlin. Is that an engine failure there? Yep. Yeah, a motor failure from Toyota and Denny Hamlin. So Denny Hamlin coming to a stop here early. And, oh wow, a massive motor explosion there. Down the front straightaway, and just nothing Denny Hamlin could do. Yeah, nothing Denny Hamlin could do once the motor exploded. Not sure if it was a money shift. And I say, with the new shifting and stuff, I don't know if, I would imagine that a money shift is still possible, but again, I don't know a whole lot about the shifter technology that they're using, so I don't really know for sure. Alright, there we go. Hey, 23XI, how's it going? I know, yep, you're a Denny Hamlin fan, and Denny's motor just grenaded down the front straightaway. On the plus side, Denny's got a long afternoon to go do something. And let's see, pit road is open. I highly doubt we'll see anybody come right now. And okay, so it was Byron who started off kicking up all the dust earlier in the run when they had the first green flag of the day. And there we go. We are just chilling out, though. We got our first commercial break. Gets to come under a caution flag, which is nice. And, yeah. Again, I still anticipate us seeing a... I anticipate seeing pit stops for most of the guys outside the top. I anticipate seeing pit stops for most of the guys outside the top 10 sometime around lap 21, 22-ish. I believe it's 22, though, is the optimal time for the guys outside the top 10. Then I think we'll see Logano and the rest of the top 10 pretty much diving for pit road at lap 23 as they're coming to 2 laps to go in the stage. And basically the break point for whether or not you pit the lap before or the lap after is whether or not you think you're going to be close enough to Joey Logano to still make it to pit road before the pit road gets closed by somebody crossing the line of to officially make the leader of the race being taking 2 laps to go. Yeah, we saw that last night with it, in the Xfinity race where a couple of drivers were talking about, I think it was Allgaier was talking with his crew about whether or not they would drop too far back to be able to pit 1 lap later. But, yeah, there we go. Alright, at least I have Joey. I'm also a Joey22 fan. Alright, well, good for you. My aunt's also a Joey Logano fan, so good luck for you guys, but unfortunately, I might be rooting against you. Mainly because I want to see Michael McDowell find a victory lane here, and this is one of the few tracks where left on the season where I think he realistically could get it. Alright, let's see. go. Got that, and we're back from commercial break. We also got the new wall on the inside of turn 11, the final hairpin corner. I will say that is an odd spot to see them add a wall. I assume that is to stop a Corey LaJoie type corner cut. We saw it a couple years ago. I think it was either 2019 or 2021. We saw it, and but yeah, they're showing an early exit last year for Hamlin at this race, and then obviously this year the motor completely blown up like that. Definitely a rough track here for Denny Hamlin fans. Don't worry, that's almost every track for a Kyle Busch fan. For rough tracks. I think you've asked me this question before, but if you're looking for road courses to design and stuff, I've always found Watkins Glen and that in the bus stop at Watkins Glen to be one of the most interesting features at any racetrack, in my opinion. Now, if you're looking for potentially even, I've also gone and made just generic ovals like an Indy oval or even a Pocono type oval before, and then gone to try and make an infield road course at them. So, but yeah, I think Watkins Glen and the bus stop is one of the more interesting corners in all of NASCAR. I mean, goes to show just how great of a corner it is that the Daytona and Charlotte road courses both copied that feature. Yeah, from Watkins Glen. I mean, the Daytona road course, that's a big feature of the Rolex 24. And then, obviously, the Charlotte road course, you got 2 chicanes, including the backstretch bus stop style chicane. Who's my pick to win? I'm going Michael McDowell. I know it might not be the smartest choice, but he's the guy he's one of my favorite drivers. I'm rooting for him, and this is our chance to try and win and get in. If I'm thinking logically, I would say probably Tyler Reddick's a pretty safe bet, but again, betting with my heart, I would say Michael McDowell. I think Michael McDowell, AJ Allmendinger are both going to be good here. Yeah, he does. Yeah, your favorite being Denny Hamlin, and he blew up early. Yep. Well, and that's the thing is that the good thing about the wreck at Talladega, thinking back, and obviously this is a lot of cope. The fact that we didn't end up with a second or third place finish there is that we are not in a good points position, so we can absolutely throw caution to the wind and go full on racing for the win. Yeah, we are not. Now, granted, let me pull up the NASCAR points because I don't think we're as far away as I think we are. Like, we're inside the top 20. I mean, so let me pull up the points while they're coming back from commercial break and talking with Denny Hamlin here. Alright, so in terms of regular season points, McDowell is 24th. And in terms of playoffs, how far out is he? If we look at so, Cindric and Suarez are in with their wins, which would mean Chris Buescher's the mark to beat at 368. And Michael McDowell is at 255, so Yeah, I mean, we're about 100 points out, so, I mean, we're at the edge of, we would need a good point stays pretty much everywhere from here to home, or a win, and at this point I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just shoot for the wins. So they've lined it up. Choose Cone, Blaney, and Logano end up on the front row after Reddick opts to start behind Logano to start on the same lane as Logano, which is a little weird. I don't know necessarily what Reddick's plan is here, but I would have tried to start alongside Logano under almost any circumstance. I mean, say your best shot to try and beat him is to start beside him. Although I will say this does force the Penske cars as we go green, green, green. So it'll force the Penske cars to have to face off against each other side by side into the corner. Yeah, Denny Hamlin with a DNF already. But, yeah, there we go. Blaney doesn't put up a ton of a fight against Joe Logano, and now Reddick's going to have to try and battle with Blaney again, and it looks like Reddick's going to beat Blaney again off the corner. So, there we go. So, Reddick falls into line in a good spot here, and oh, we got 3 wide on the outside. I'm not sure who the orange car is there. I believe that might be the one. Yeah, that's the one car of, yeah, that's the one car Ross Chastain who tried to make it 3 wide around the outside of Bowman and Byron. And there we go. Will Brown trying to work his way through the field as he passes Noah Gragson. But, yeah, RCR affiliated there with Will Brown. He's going to try and do what he can, but the RCR cars have not really been where they need to be this year if they are going to try and win this thing. Problem is, there's going to be a lot of drivers who can basically play for the win because almost every driver kind of in this mix either has a win already this year or is in that category of too far away or part-timer. Oh, and there goes MTJ off the track. MTJ goes off track, and there we go. He gets back on the track, and it's not going to end up leading to a yellow flag, but man, the Toyota's having a really rough day. Ty Gibbs all the way back to 12th now as Mike McDowell moves his way up into the 11th position. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. They gave Kyle Busch hope for a moment by moving his name up into the top 10, but there's no way he's made his way through that many cars already. We're at 9 cars up, or 9 laps down so far, working our way through this one. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see again. Right now, Chastain working his way around this course. Love it if they give it just a bit wider camera angle. Thank you. Alright, let's see again. Right now, Logano trying to hold off Tyler Reddick. Reddick kind of stalking him as much as he can here. Obviously, Reddick, a 3-time winner on the Alright, let's see. And right now, Mike McDowell up into the top 10. Let's go. McDowell to 10th. Let's go. Unfortunately, it comes at the expense of Allmendinger dropping down a couple of spots, but oh wait, no, Allmendinger's moved up as well. So who's moving down the field then? I guess Chastain might be the one that's moved down quite a bit. Alright, well, we are 10 laps in, and again, we are about 12 laps away from what I think are almost guaranteed pit stops here. I would not be shocked if we see pit stops at 22 and 23, I think, are when we're going to see the pit stops. 22 for the cars further back, and 23 for the cars who are close to that leader. Let's see, Byron trying to make a move here on Suarez, or at least maybe set Suarez up for some kind of move, but Suarez looks nice and stable through that hairpin. Let's see. Again, right now, everybody inside the top 10, pretty much outside of Bowman, I think either had a win, is part-time, or is Michael McDowell, which, I mean, I know that's a pretty broad group, but alright, let's see again. Right now, Reddick trying to hang as close as he can to Joe Logano, but I don't know if it's going to be close enough. Alright, let's see. Whew, man. Definitely looking for some good old-fashioned water when I get a break. Cause, yeah, definitely did not get enough water at work today. 12 laps in. And again, Logano holds on to this lead. He does not look like he is in any position to give this lead up anytime soon. Holding off Reddick, and that's kind of what I feared with this newly repaved track, is that it's going to be tough to pass. Alright, let's see. Reddick is going to end up wrecking Logano at one point. With the way he's diving into these corners, I don't see any way that Reddick doesn't wipe out Logano in one of these corners. Alright, let's see. Hey, Jay Fast, how's it going? Larson's showing he's overrated. He's inside the top 5. I don't think that's overrated, dude. I guess it depends on where you rate him. Because, like, yeah. If you think Larson's the next coming of... if you think Larson's the next coming of the next Richard Petty and going to win 200 races, or even the next coming of a Kyle Busch, it's going to be hard to live up to those kinds of legacies. I mean, it's the same thing I said about Dale Jr. and even to an extent Chase Elliott. As here we go, Reddick finally dives it in deep on Logano and got side by side with him, but Logano wins the battle off the corner. But, I mean, that's something I said a lot about both Dale Jr. and Chase Elliott, is that the two of them were hyped up to a point that nobody, not even Dale Sr., could live up to the hype that those two were getting. Yeah, especially when they were coming through the ranks. McDowell's my pick for the win. I've said that I think Reddick is a more logical choice, but the biased Michael McDowell fan in me wants to pick McDowell because I want to see McDowell win. So, against my better judgment, I'm taking Michael McDowell for the win. I think that Penske Alliance, I think he wants to prove himself to, one, his new team that he's going to be going to, and to his current team, be like, hey, whoever you bring in better be capable of winning a race, because you were letting a driver who was capable of winning walk. And oh, whoa. William Byron was off track. That is a surprise there. Not sure what happened. So wait until we get a replay of that. But whatever it was, it sent William Byron off track there. But yeah, here we go. So far though, everybody's staying somewhat civil here. As there we go, he finally finds a way to push his way back into line here, just ahead of Austin Dillon. Where is that going to stop the bleeding at? Yeah, Reddick is great on the road course races. Like, that is definitely the biggest thing that he's figured out in these next gen cars. He's figured out the road racing. And let's see, where's the 24 at? Oh, wow. William Byron all the way down to 32nd. Oh, he's coming down pit road. He opted to come down pit road after stabilizing. This is going to be early in the window to potentially come, but I guess he thinks he slid the tires or something with the slide. Alright, let's see. What do we got? So, again, William Byron has now gotten his pit stop done, and he's coming back out onto the racetrack. I don't know if he'll be in a position to try and gain any spots, but yeah, they just showed him going off-road and has lost him losing all the spots. Alright, let's see. Again, right now, honestly, the fact that the other 300 cars, though, are all up in the top 6 is actually quite impressive. As we got a yellow flag for Ty Gibbs! Is that another motor gone wrong? Is that another Toyota motor? Or is that it's a flat tire, I think, on Ty Gibbs' car. I think it's a flat tire on the 54. We got a flat tire and a caution flag. Yep, it is a flat tire. And, alright, let's see. Again, right now, we got 10 laps to go. We got a caution flag out. Alright, let's see. Sean, and say, what happened? Did he just ran over or something, I guess? I don't know. Again, it just seems weird that he just lost it like that. Alright, well, while they got a commercial break, I'm going to go ahead and throw a quick ad break myself, and I will be right back, guys. we are back, and hopefully we haven't missed any pit stops. I was up there getting some water, and then had to help people get connected to the TV, because apparently I'm the only person who knows how this works. Alright. There we go. We are all set up and ready to go. But yeah, I'm curious to see if this, whatchamacallit, if the drivers start pitting under this caution, or if they're going to wait until the scheduled stops at 22 and 23. I mean, I'd have to see, like, the actual fuel window to know what the actual math should be. And again, the stage cautions really throw a lot of the estimations off. Alright, there we go. We got that all refreshed, and we're back to green. Something is going wrong with the stream. Great. I love when things are going wrong with the stream, so I can't focus on the race that's actually going on. That's actually been pretty decent. Alright, there we go. The internet is just not great right now. Let's see. And oh, we got another caution. Uh-oh, something else happened. Yay. Okay, I do not know what on earth is going on or how to make this better. Alright, there we go. That's getting a little bit better. Or not. Alright, there we go. I think the stream is somewhat recovering. Alright, let's try closing out of that, because I don't need that open. And alright, not great, but I'll take good. Alright, let's see. What on earth happened? Okay, I see Logano's in it. What happened? Okay. Alright, Logano's in the pits with an issue of some kind. I still don't know what happened. The rest of the top 10 seems pretty well intact. And we're going to commercial break. Great. Love not having a clue as to what actually happened. Gonna refresh the camera real quick, see if... Alright, so we have officially had the first lead change. And again, I was busy trying to fix the stream to figure out what happened. Alright. What on earth earth is going wrong with the connection? No idea why the connection is this terrible. In fact, there is no reason why the connection should be this terrible. Maybe if I just don't check it, it'll get better. Alright. So 20 laps in, we got 25 laps into the stage. I don't know if we go back green flag here, so I mean, this would be the time. If you're going to come to pit road, I think you come now on the off chance that we have a 1 lap dash to the checkers. If you really need points, maybe you stay out. So like, we'll got Briscoe maybe. Maybe if you Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher, or someone like that, maybe you come to pit road to see if that is a way to try and boost yourself up a few in the points. I could see someone like a Reddick or a Blaney if they're... Actually, wait a minute. Blaney hasn't won yet this year. He could still end up needing it. Kind of just forgot amongst everything else that Blaney and Logano hadn't won yet. But I think with the fact that both of them were running so well, I would be shocked if Blaney comes to pit road. Or Blaney tries to win the stage over the race. Because it is pretty hard to do both. Alright, so what happened? Okay, we got guys spinning. How does this involve the race leader? Oh, did Joey Logano have an issue or pit? Okay, I guess I'm completely lost on that front. So I had no idea that Joey Logano would pit. But Joey Logano had pit and gone to the rear of the field, so now... Hey, Will Brown's up into the top 10. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive considering where he started. Allmendinger's lost some spots. Byron's recovering somewhat well. McDowell, Bell hanging on to some good spots there. LaJoy making some good moves. And here we go. Let's see. Come on. There's Bell coming to pit road. Okay, why is Bell the first person that comes to pit road? Will Brown making the play for the race win. Buescher making the play for the race win. Okay, I guess I'm completely lost as to what the outcome is here, because Buescher's one of the drivers I would have considered staying out. I mean, granted, at this point, he wasn't going to win points if he did stay out, with how many guys in the top 10 did stay out. I guess I just don't understand why Larson or Elliott think points are this valuable right now. Or Suarez. I mean, none of those three need points. They're all locked into the playoffs as is. I mean, I know that your overall final point standings will determine, quote-unquote, seeding for the playoffs and obviously give you bonus playoff points at the end, but I don't think it really makes a big enough deal there. To really risk throwing away a potential shot at the win, because I don't even think a pit stop at this point kills your shot to win or get points in the stage. Alright, let's see. Reddick, Blaney, Larson, Elliott, Bowman, the top 5. Suarez, McDowell, Chastain, and then 2 Spire cars in the top 10. Let's go. And hey, those are the two drivers McDowell will be teamed up with next year. Alright, let's see. Alright, so here we go. Looks like Allmendinger pit under the okay, so Allmendinger, Cam Waters, and so about 16th on back, pit has at least pit once. Most everybody 25th on back, I believe, is the group that pit under this most recent caution. Starting with Christopher Bell, who Christopher Bell is 26th. Yeah, so about that's where the line was drawn. So 25th on back or so is your guys who just pit. And the rest of the guys inside that top 15 or so are the guys who have pit at least once in this race. Here we go. Pace car's off. We're ready to go back racing. Reddick in control of the race, and here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag's out, and Reddick is back to racing. And let's see, where can Reddick go? You have Blaney, and let's hope we don't see any more Toyota issues today. Because Reddick would be another Toyota that we could potentially see an issue from. Obviously, you got Bell further back, who's going to be trying to charge through the field, who would be a much more likely Toyota to see an issue from. And here we go. Michael McDowell up the side. He's going to try and make the pass on Suarez. When Suarez got his first win here, it was Mike McDowell and Chris Buescher who were the two drivers in hot pursuit that day. And there we go. Michael McDowell making it work up the inside on Suarez, trying to get 6th place here. And McDowell absolutely not waiting around to make this move. He goes up to the 6th position right away. 3 laps to go in the stage. He knows points are available, and he is going to be going for them. And let's see. Now, I'm hoping that next stage 1, if assuming that we get a little less yellow flags involved, that hopefully McDowell and some of these other guys can get on the quote-unquote proper strategy of pit before the stage end. Say, unless there's just too many points on the table, but I think that would be an unlikely thing to see happen. Alright, let's see. Live standings. Where is McDowell ranked as of right now with where he currently runs? He'd be 20th in points. Again, I think he's still out on the outside looking in terms of playoffs, but I think he's a whole lot closer than he would be otherwise. In fact, yeah, he'd only be about 80 points out right now as opposed to being near 100 where he is right now. So, I think that absolutely is a big win for Michael McDowell to be gaining like 15, 20 points potentially. And Ty Gibbs is officially out the race, so if you guys have him in your NASCAR fantasy lineups, now would be the time to go ahead and remove him. Which reminds me, I need to go ahead and take someone out of my fantasy lineup. Alright, let's see. Yep. Taking Ty Gibbs out, putting Mike McDowell in. That seems like the exact right strategy to be doing right about now. And Mike McDowell is actually not too far off from potentially trying to challenge Bowman and Elliott for a couple of those spots from the Hendrick cars. Which, honestly, being able to challenge the Hendrick cars is impressive in its own right. So here we go. On the final lap of stage number 1, can Mike McDowell find any extra points here? Can Reddick hold on for the stage win over Blaney? Can Blaney absolutely send it in there to try and win stage 1? Here we go. Off the second to last corner into the final hairpin. Any dive bomb attempt here? Here comes Chastain! Chastain on his teammate Suarez into the back of him. Suarez hangs on off the corner, but is Chastain gonna really wrestle his teammate for 1 point? And I think Suarez got it. No, they're saying Chastain. Chastain got it as Reddick wins stage number 1. But they're showing Chastain having won the point from his teammate Suarez there. I'm surprised, honestly, at this point. I thought Suarez had battled it back and was able to hold on the outside despite the contact. So, yep, Ty Gibbs officially finishes behind Kyle Busch, which means that is definitely a lost point for me. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got a 30 lap stage 2, which makes this gonna be a little more interesting here. We got a few more laps added in. Alright, looks like my camera got frozen at some point. Come on. Alright, oh, okay, why does it keep freezing up? That's what I want to know, is why does the camera keep freezing up here? I don't want to have to keep refreshing it every few minutes. And I say, it shouldn't be freezing up. Alright, let's see. Alright, so showing some of the, they're getting ready for the Bass Pro Shops Father's Day sale, it looks like. And we should be ready to go. So under caution for the end of stage 1 here. So Cam Waters ends up being second highest of the drivers who pit, behind only Austin Dillon, which is actually pretty impressive. Hey, Todd Gilliland actually earned a point. Nice job, Todd Gilliland, for managing to snag a point there over Hocevar. Getting both front row Motorsports cars up into the top 10, as opposed to seeing both the Spire cars up into the top 10. Oh, there we go. Parnelli Jones was the greatest race car driver of his era. Looks like they're doing a thing on Mario Andretti looking back at Parnelli Jones. Parnelli Jones is an interesting guy to go look back at with the way that he raced and some of the different cars that he raced. Oh, Parnelli Jones passed away. I didn't realize. I thought he passed away a couple of years ago. I thought I remembered hearing about that. And oh, one of my lights went out for some reason. Okay. There we go. That was weird. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Let's see, what do we got? We got a Valvoline commercial. Waiting on NASCAR to return. Alright, let's see. I'm up to 3rd place in the Fantasy League. Let's go. It's pretty impressive because I didn't have it. I mean, I've got Logano who's in 24th place, and I had Ty Gibbs who's in my garage now, but it's pretty impressive considering I literally have all of them except for Michael McDowell over Suarez wrong. Like, Suarez over McDowell is like the only one I got right in that bottom half, as in McDowell is ahead of Suarez. Don't know why I said that backwards, but hey, you know what? We got this. Whew, man. And say they got a New Hampshire Motor Speedway commercial going on. It's an exciting one. Can't wait to be there in 2 weeks' time. And I am going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm only going to be there Sunday. I will not be there Friday. I won't be there Saturday for the Xfinity race, unfortunately. But I will be there for the NASCAR Cup Series race at New Hampshire. So, not sure if I'll do I probably won't do anything like an official meetup or anything, but I will be at the track that Sunday. So if you guys want to say hi, feel free to. If you guys happen to see me, stop by, say hi. But yeah, oh, they got Richard Petty showing up with a couple of his championship rings on. But here we go. Let's see. Should be getting ready for a restart here soon. They've gone and done the pits. Oh, okay. So they've gone and done the pit stops, but I guess some of these drivers think they can go all the way to the end of stage 2, or at least near the end of stage 2 on fuel. I mean, theoretically, if you can go, if you can manage to make it the full 30 laps on I'd actually say this could be a smart decision to stay out at the end of that last stage and then pit at the end of this one upcoming. Could be a much smarter decision. Here we go, they're lined up 2 by 2, and here we go. Pace car will be pulling off here momentarily as they go through the final corner. Reddick and Blaney on the front row. Elliott, Larson, row 2. Row 3 is Bowman and McDowell. Row 4, you've got the Trackhouse teammates of Chastain and Suarez, with Joey and Gilliland making up row number 5. Row 6 is Hocevar and Bubba Wallace. Row 7, Gregson and Cindric as they go right back to racing. Green, green. Green flag's out. We're back to racing. Reddick back in control of this thing, and again, this newly repaved fast track, it's going to be about track position, and as we saw, the second Joey Logano gave it up, he got involved in something, which obviously is bad luck or bad timing, but the fact that he gave up that time, the fact that he opted to give up the time and lost positions there. Alright, let's see. 5 laps into the stage. And let's see. So far, Chase Elliott just had some kind of major problem there. I don't know if he just had to lift. He was trying to make a pass there for second on Ryan Blaney, but he got shoved wide, and then he just seemed to lose all sense of power. Lost the spot not only to his teammate there, but he also lost a spot to the, he lost a spot to his teammate in addition to the car he was trying to pass, getting away from him. Chastain making some moves here with the, since the restart. He's all the way up inside the top 5. He managed to make the pass on Bowman and McDowell. And he's real. Oh, and we got Cindric off track. There goes Austin Cindric off track. Last week's winner at Gateway. Came out of nowhere pretty much. He ran well last week. But no one expected him to win the race. And then all of a sudden, Ryan Blaney ran out of fuel with 10 feet to go, pretty much. And he ends up coming home dead last, pretty much. Alright, let's see. So yeah, he just not really sure what happened to send him out into the dirt, but then it's like once he got out there, he was in no man's land, and that is going to cost him some time and some positions here. Meanwhile, Cam Waters starting to make his way back towards the front of the field. Cam Waters doing very well for himself. Let's see. Right now, Reddick, Blaney, Larson, the top 3. But that Chastain in 5th is coming along quick. Alright, let's see. Oh, Will Brown is stuck. Yep, Will Brown gets stuck, and that's going to be a caution flag that comes out as he's going to need a safety truck. And yeah, he got parked. I'm not even really sure where he is. He's kind of off in that runoff area in that in-between area, but in the middle of the hairpin. The stuff that they kind of tried to block off with the walls. So, Will Brown has that issue, and not sure. Alright, here we go. We're going to see. Okay, he goes and nearly gets into the fence. It's like maybe a blown tire, maybe, or something? I don't know. He had some kind of issue where he was slowing against the fence. And then he ends up, coming to a complete stop there, needing some assistance from the tow truck or something. But yeah, Will Brown having some major trouble here after a what looked like it was going to be a strong start from him. All right, let's see. There we go. Let's see. Okay, Michael McDowell did hit 5th at one point on the in the run, and he's actually, it's pretty impressive that he's actually managed to maintain the track position that he has, considering the amount of people that have been trying to take it. Alright, man, that's getting annoying that I'm having to refresh this every few minutes. Alright, so here we go. McDowell's coming down pit road here, getting his service done. So I'm assuming then that this would mean that he isn't going to stop later when we're getting close to the end of the stage, and he must think that he can make it the... that'd be a long way on fuel, so he must think he needs one more stop to make it from there. So that would make it that he would need to make it a total of about 77 laps to make it to the checkered here. On 2 tanks, which would mean he'd pit twice more at about 33, 34 laps, so about the same pace he did. I mean, I think it's, as I said, the number seems reasonable. I mean, as I said, the fuel number definitely seems reasonable, and the team clearly seems to believe in it since they're going with it. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see. Let's see, what do we got? So we're gonna see green flag coming back out. We got a lot of racing to go. Alright, let's see. They're getting doubled up and ready for the restart. Reddick and Blaney on on the outside, on the in and outside there. Then you've got Larson Elliott, row 2. Row 3 is Chastain and Bowman. Row 4, you've got Gillen and Suarez, and Dillon and Bubba Wallace making row number 5. William Byron actually in row 6 is a pretty impressive redemption arc there. As they come back to the green flag, and it will be green, green, green. Green flag will be out, and we're back to racing. Alright, let's see. So the battle side by side here. Oh, a bit of contact there between Reddick and Blaney. Let's see. Does Blaney accept that, or does he try and dive it in wide on the outside? It looks like he tried, but ultimately it looks like a failed attempt there. Alright, let's see. Race update. It's showing the 2 cars out the race, and that Reddick took the lead on that lap, and looks like he's ready to go. And Josh Berry without brakes. That's not good. There's a driver way off in the grass. That is Bubba Wallace way out there in the dirt. No idea if that was. Oh yeah, there's Josh Berry's lack of brakes, or at least lack of working brakes, wiping out a couple of drivers. I see the 24 turned around in there, the 20 got turned around, the 60 of Cam Waters, the 3 of Austin Dillon. I mean, there were just so many cars piled up in that one, and are you kidding me? My webcam... Okay, I might be going back to the traditional webcam tomorrow, but I wanted to give this a try, and clearly this has not worked. But yeah, that was a mess by Josh Berry right there. So yeah, no idea if that was intended to be a difference maker there, but let's say that was not really sure what the goal was, whether it was Barry not having brakes that were working, or if he was just getting over ambitious trying to dive it up the inside there to make something happen. Alright, let's see. Yeah, no, after seeing it again, I have no idea as to what the 4 was thinking. And we got ourselves yet another incident, and that will lead to another caution flag here. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, how's everybody doing? Let's see. How's my fantasy looking now that Michael McDowell's coming to pit road and we are a lot more mediocre? We're in 9th place here. Alright, let's see. Might actually try and see if we keep having issues with the webcam. I might try and see if I can fix it just by going back to the old webcam. It might take me a minute or two, but I think it'll ultimately be better in the long run. But we'll have to wait and see if we have another issue or not. Maybe now that I've threatened to replace it, maybe it'll work better here. Alright, let's see. Let's see, and again, yeah, Alright, so it looked like he actually pulled in front of whoever that Toyota was, the 43 Eric Jones, and then he got squirrely, and after colliding with the wall, I just don't think he had any control of his race car at that point, so I don't think that was Barry's intention. I think he went down the track to try and block the run coming from Jones, and ultimately Jones just had a bigger run, I guess, and Alright, well, that was a lot of action, and we are now 37 laps into this 110 lap race. And, yeah, still no real idea. Now, granted, actually, now that I'm seeing it, it doesn't look like he actually got hit by the 43 at all. I thought when he moved over, I thought he got hit by the 43, but no, I'm still mistaken on that one. Go. And yeah, everything just kind of got clogged up on the outside, and that just stopped progress from happening through the field. Although I think Michael McDowell actually still gained a ton of spots there. Humdinger up into the top 15 once again. Kyle Busch up into the top 15. Alright, so let's see. Okay. It definitely looks like moving in front of the 43 is what got him squirrely. Now, whether or not it was his move or the 43's move that was too aggressive, something in that situation was not working. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. And yep, that froze up again, so I am going to go ahead and just go grab my other camera. It's just upstairs in the bag I packed for this weekend, so I'll be right back. back to racing, and alright, I've got the camera here, now I just need to reinstall it on the next commercial or caution, whichever comes first. 16 laps to go in stage 2. Which means 16 laps left if you want to change your fantasy lineups. For any of you guys that play the NASCAR Fantasy Live game, and if you guys don't already play the NASCAR Fantasy Live game, I do have a fantasy league going, and we do have a caution flag flying. Another caution. Are you kidding me? Do these guys not know how to drive at all? Alright, let's see. Dive on... Alright, let's see. Oh, yep, there it is. The 2 and the 10 go out. Oh, no, 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 no. I saw yellow. No! Michael McDowell involved. Luckily, these cars are pretty durable. I'm hoping that he's good, but no. Michael McDowell involved. Come on. Alright, let's see. Car looks structurally okay. I did not get a good look at the wrecked car, though. Can we get a third-person angle at the McDowell car? Again, okay, it's not great. But it's serviceable. I mean... Come on! Alright, so let's see. What ends up happening? Okay, so McDowell gets... So McDowell runs into the back of his soon-to-be teammate and slides over there, but I don't think McDowell actually suffered super significant damage. Alright, I'm going to cut the webcam here. Alright. So you guys won't be able to see for a minute while I'm getting the other camera hooked up. Alright, there we go. Let's try that and see if, oh yeah, I gotta plug it in. Again, it may not be perfect, but it should be good for now, and it also means I get to delete that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, definitely lopsided, but it'll work for tonight. And we will angle the camera down a little bit more. And there we go. Alright, 15 laps together, out there fixing the tires and trying to reconstruct the safer barrier that and it looks like William Byron gets the free pass, so William Byron will be on the lead lap here for the remainder of this race, probably. Let's see. They're showing some of the crazy crashes from like Steve Park Another one of somebody going up and over the unprotected tire barriers. Matt Kenseth going and absolutely destroying a tire barrier here in the Dollar General days. And then the crash from a few minutes ago, Michael McDowell's POV. Again, it doesn't look like it should be significant damage. He doesn't take a very tough hit. I mean, maybe, again, this is just copium, but I don't think McDowell is in a terrible spot. I mean, again, certainly it could be better. But, yeah, wait a minute. Record number of cautions for a Sonoma race, 9 in 1990. We're already at 7, and we're not even halfway? Are you kidding me? I mean, think about this. Reddick, Larson, Blaney, Chastain, Bowman, Suarez, and Elliott have all not pit. The top 7 have not pit. So far, Eric Jones is the highest driver who has pit. Then you've got Priest, who pitted 15 laps ago. And then Hocevar is that next wave of drivers who is not pit all the way back in 20th. He's the group of drivers who pit who pit about 9-10 laps ago. Alright, there we go. And here we go. We should be back to racing here any minute. And we are ready to go. Alright. Reddick and Larson this time on the front row. Blaney opts to start in the third position. Or possibly Blaney wasn't the second position car at the time of caution. I find that a little hard to believe. But here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag's out. We're back to racing. Alright, let's see. Oh, and now Austin Dillon is off course. So now Austin Dillon's off course with an issue of some kind. Flat tire on Austin Dillon's car, supposedly. Okay. There's some kind of debris out here that's causing flat tires. And it took out Ty Gibbs' car. Now Austin Dillon's taking his issue. And yeah, I mean, we've just had a lot of cautions here in a very short space of time. Let's see. Coming to 12 to go. So far, Reddick holding on to a lead over KyleLarson. It's always seemed like it's the type of track KyleLarson would love, but he really struggled here early in his career. For whatever reason. Alright, let's see. So here we go again. Right now, battle. Oh wow, Chastain's actually starting to make some noise here. He's past Blaney. Chastain's trying to make a run on this. No idea where it's going to end up. Whether it's going to end up with Chastain in a fence somewhere, or if it's going to end up with Chastain in the lead somewhere. But it feels like one of those two things is almost guaranteed. Alright, so 11 laps to go. We anticipate if we do see green flag stops at the end of these stages here soon, we would expect them to be Reddick has won a race, Larson's won a race. Chastain we would expect to stay out, potentially. Blaney we would expect to stay out, potentially. Bowman would stay out. Suarez would pit. Elliott would pit. Buescher would stay out. Priest would pit. Kyle Busch would probably stay out. Try and gain a couple of points while he can. So, those are kind of how I would anticipate seeing the top 10 go. Basically, if you gotta win, you stay out. Or you pit, I mean, and if you need the win, you pit and stay on schedule for it. Alright, let's see. So, Elliott charging into the corners here, trying to maybe build a run on Daniel Suarez here. Certainly does not want to be the lowest rated, the lowest ranked of the, whatchamacallit, of the Hendrick Motorsports drivers. Although, granted, I mean, obviously William Byron's going to be a hard one to pass. Alright, let's see. Kyle Busch making a charge, though. He's up, he's up inside the top 15. Up inside the top 10, even. I mean, he could make a run here. Alright, 9 laps to go in stage number 2. Allmendinger hanging on to a decent wheel here. Alright, let's see. Ooh, man. Definitely tired, but we are all good. Alright, Blaney manages to fight back by Ross Chastain, so I guess Chastain has a really good short-run car, but not a very good long-run car. Meanwhile, it seems like Blaney kind of has the opposite. Alright, there we go. There's a Fox NASCAR side-by-side commercial break here with 8 laps to go. Alright, where's Michael McDowell ranked here? Let's see. Alright, McDowell's 28th. What is going on with him that he is ranked 28th? 7 laps to go. Again, we're getting down to the wire here again. About 3-4 laps, I expect to start seeing pit stops. Although, again, the yellows do make it a little hard to predict. Some of these guys may try and just stretch it all the way anyway. Let's see. So Mike McDowell trying to make a pass here on Cam Waters for 27th position, but that is definitely not an easy one. XFL Conference Championship. Yeah, the NASCAR Fan Rewards commercial going, which reminds me, if you guys haven't joined the NASCAR Fan Rewards, you guys definitely should, because NASCAR is giving away free stuff if you guys are active NASCAR fans. Check in on the race leaderboards during the races for all 3 of the top series, Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. Do weekly quizzes on the dashboard, and you can earn yourself a ton of points that you can use to redeem towards NASCAR merchandise, race tickets, autographed merchandise, and much more. So, yeah, feel free to go check that out on NASCAR.com. It's not sponsored, but hey, they're giving out free stuff, so if you guys like free stuff, go check it out. If NASCAR does want to sponsor with the Fan Rewards program, I would be more than happy to talk even more about it. Considering I will definitely be utilizing their Fan Reward points this year. Because the other big thing is that the points do not roll over to next season. So this time around, I will make sure I don't waste 4,000 points again. Because, yeah, I'm at 4,400 points right now. And, yeah, definitely hoping to see a good point stay in terms of the points. And here comes Ryan Blaney. Blaney comes really early. Does Blaney just not know what lap it is? Alright, so there we go. There's ChaseElliott also getting a pit stop in with 4 laps to go. Again, seems like a lap or 2 early. Suarez in. I predicted Suarez and Elliott might pit before the end of the stage. Blaney was actually on my list again that I thought might stay out to try and get points. Considering his point situation coming into the weekend was, you gotta at least make sure you don't lose a ton of ground. And the surprise winner could definitely move that cut line if, say, a Zane Smith or a Mike McDowell of a Sky for the thing, but yeah. Alright, so there's the ally number 48 coming to pit road, and here comes Larson and the rest of them. Larson, Chastain. Alright, so here we go. So, Chastain, Larson both getting fuel and tires, and they are going to be out and running here. As they take 2 laps to go, it's going to be, period should be closing as they take 2 laps down. let's see. 3 laps to go. Again, this would be the lap I would anticipate seeing some people pulling into the pits on. And yep, there we go. Here comes Tyler Reddick to pit road. We'll have to wait and see if Buescher or anybody else opts to try and follow him. But right now, so far, it looks like Tyler Reddick is all by himself. No help behind him. Alright, so the 45 coming back out onto the racetrack. Alright, here we go. Let's see. And 2 laps to go, so the pit road is officially closed. Chris Buescher in control of the race. Ryan Preece in second. Third is Truex. Fourth, Kyle Busch. And running at your top 5 is AJ Allmendinger. Keselowski, Jones, Gilliland, Logano, and hey, even Burton's got a seat at the table here. Let's see again. Right now, we're just kind of waiting our turn here. Nothing really happening. Buescher stayed out like I kind of anticipated he might to try and gain that point advantage. Ryan Preece stays out as well to try and point his way back into the playoff picture, I guess. Let's see. Final lap of stage 2. And let's see. Where is it going to be? We're going to see a Chris Buescher stage win, it looks like. Mike McDowell up into the top 16. I will say that's pretty impressive there. And Truex is going to pressure Ryan Preece here for the second position here. Here we go, let's see. And it's going to be Chris Buescher winning stage number 2 over Preece. Truex, Kyle Busch getting 4th place in the stage. 5th, Allmendinger. 6th, Keselowski. 7th, Jones. 8th, Gilliland. 9th, Alright, so there we go. There's Buescher. And we're going to go ahead and throw a quick ad break and go use the bathroom. I will be right back, guys. are back. Alright, we're back. Hey, Jay's back. Busher. We got Bush. Yep, Bush is up in the top 5 on strategy at least, which, hey, you know what? I'll take top 5 on strategy over not top 5 at all. And, but yeah, Busher, remember, this is a stage race, a road course, so all the guys who really wanted to win the race pit. And all the guys who really needed points. Because remember, Busher came in only, what, plus 10 on the cut line, I think? Let me see. Playoff cut line. And Busher was... Yeah, Busher was 10 points to the good on the cut line coming into this race. So it's not really a surprise to see him staying out to try to win the stage. Alright, there we go. But, yeah, it's been a chaotic race so far, though. 8 cautions now. Yeah, only 1 caution away from tying the all-time record. And we still got half a race to go. As the final stage is 55 laps here. Yep, talking about, as they're showing the Hamlin radio from when the thing blew up. Now they show it in the thing that took out, or that hampered Logano's day. Then Cindric went off track. So Reddick, Busher both gaining. The fact that the guys who finished top 3 in the stages, actually top 4 in the stages, there were no repeat drivers in the top 4 in the stage between last, like the 4 guys who finished top 5 last in stage 1. No top 10s from them in the stage 2. And same thing with the 4 guys who got the stage points in stage 2. They didn't get any points in stage 1 outside of the top 10. Here we go. Here comes those guys to pit road, and we're gonna start to see a cycling. Oh well, not everybody coming to pit road, and we're staying out. And there we go. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? So we got commercial breaks, and let's see. Again, hard to tell what's really going on because it doesn't seem like they've opened pit road, or at the very least, they've been drivers who were coming to it, or who I thought should be coming to it, have not yet. They've all come to a pit stop at least once now in the race. Busher, though, his last pit stop was over 35 laps ago. I mean, I would imagine that you'd want to come to pit road again at that point. back from commercial break, which means we actually get some on-track stuff we get to see. Yeah, MTJ having a really weird day with the amount of contact he's been involved in now. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm 7th right now. I mean, not much I could really do better because of Ty Gibbs. But the fact that most of my drivers have lost their track position is worrying. Because now I have to worry about whether or not guys like Blaney and Elliott and Larson will be able to drive back through. And here we go. Lights appear to be off on the pace car. We might be going back racing here sooner than I thought. I thought we might be going around a couple more times, but no, it looks like we might be going racing this time. Yep, there's Choose Cone. They're doing Choose Cone. Which means we should be seeing green flag next time by. 38 laps since Buescher was last on pit road. That is so long. I don't know why Buescher didn't pit here. I mean, unless you think you can make it like 50 laps but can't make it 55, I mean, maybe. But I mean, I would still want to run in and make the pit stop sooner rather than later, especially in a race where we've had this many cautions. Here we go, green, 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 green flag's out. We're back to racing. Who is that on the front row? Oh, wait, oh yeah, that's the 41 of Ryan Preece. For some reason, I thought it was the 15 of Kaz Garla that was all the way up to the top of the board. But yeah, here we go. Truex able to take over second place there. So Truex able to jump himself up behind so right now it's Buescher over Martin Truex Jr. Now you got and then you got a dogfight there for the 4th position there between Allmendinger and Kyle Busch. It looks like Allmendinger's going to win that fight for now. Alright, let's see. Again, we're only one caution away from from tying the record. I'd be shocked if we don't get 2 more and set the new record, but and say Keselowski's got a couple of guys challenging him from behind. He's got Todd Gilliland and he's got Joe Logano. Justin Haley also making an appearance up in the top 10. There we go. Buescher so far leading 8 laps of the 80. And oh, there goes Ryan Preece just spinning around harmlessly. Alright, let's see. let's see again. Right now, let's say Priest rejoined the track in 14th place after his spin there, coming back right in front of Corey LaJoy. Meanwhile, you've got Michael McDowell back up into the top 10. Let's go! Let's see. And right now, again, Ryan Preece is just not comfortable at all back there. He is getting bullied around. Now the 5 car trying to get around him. Alright, let's see. I'm going to say Stenhouse up into the top 10 is surprising. I say, even just up into the top 10 conversation is weird. Alright, let's see. You know, we're just trying to make it to the end of this race. So far, 55 laps, over 60 laps completed now, and we got ourselves a short little 50-lapper to the checkers here. As whoever that was got deep into the back bumper of the 99. I believe that was the 45 there that went and made that move. Yep, that was Reddick giving the Crone horn. Alright, there we go. And somebody's off track. Is that Todd Gilliland? Yeah, that's Todd. No, that was not Todd. That was 21. Sorry. Did not mean to instantly blame Todd. Again, no cautions, so far we're running this stage green, clean and green. No idea how long that persists, but alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. 64 laps in. And again, we're just chugging our way along this one. This race has been pretty slow going here. Showing some of Reddick's racing roots here. Alright, here we go. $47 laps left to go here. Michael McDowell up into the top 10. Keselowski just on pit road just now. That is going to lose Keselowski some spots here. That puts McDowell up into 7th. Stenhouse, Justin Haley up into the top 10. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Honestly, Eric Jones is a name I haven't given enough credit to up in the top 5. I mean, I know he's up there on strategy to some extent, but hey, Eric Jones has been able to hold on to that 5th place for a decent chunk of time here. let's see. And Justin Haley up into the top 10. Him versus Hemrick could be a fun battle, seeing the former driver of the 31 going up against the new driver of the 31. That could be a fun fight. But other than that, this race, pretty much we're just kind of waiting to see if any strategy elements start coming into play. Well, let's take a quick peek over at IndyCar, see if IndyCar's got anything going on, or if their race is even still going in Road America. Nope, they have gone checkered in that race. And Will Power, Joseph Newgarden, and Scott McLaughlin lock out of the podium. Are you kidding me? Is Penske going to lose anything this year? Like, has Penske lost a single race this year, aside from the race they got DQ'd from at the very beginning? Or have they just swept literally everything since St. Pete? Or since the St. Pete DQ, I should say. Let's see. Just kind of looking down the roster, a couple of drivers I wanted to see. Nolan Siegel, 23rd. After substitute driving for... after he went and substitute drove for Augustine Canapino. Let's see. Where'd Linus Lindquist go from pole position? Finishes 12th after starting on pole. Not bad, honestly. And Elio's return to the road courses runs him 19th. Well, at least the IndyCar guys have a week off, but yeah, I mean, legitimately, point standings. I'm actually kind of surprised that it isn't 3 Penske drivers. I guess missing that race was more valuable than I thought. Okay, so Dixon did win Detroit last week. I did completely kind of forget about that one. I guess it was just really the month of May where they swept the front row for the 500, dominated the 500, and then the fact that they won the the Alabama Grand Prix as well at Barber earlier in the day, or earlier in the year. But I mean, that's still 3 wins for the Penske crew. 2 of them in the hand, or 1 of them in the hands of each driver now too. McLaughlin, Power, and Newgarden. And the fact that there aren't double points on the line. And oh, here we go. Here comes Chris Buescher and Truex to pit road. That leaves Allmendinger out there as the lead car on pit road. And oh, here comes Kyle Busch. Michael McDowell coming to pit road. Okay, Michael McDowell sees something in this strategy here. Logano comes to pit road. Okay, that makes me like this strategy a little bit more. Seeing some established drivers coming onto it. Well, I mean, Truex has been off strategy a decent chunk of the day, so I'm kind of waiting. Larson would have been a really good one. If I saw Larson or Chastain jump on this strategy, I would have absolutely been all for it. Because then that would tell me that this strategy is a race-winning caliber strategy, because I think those are 2 drivers that are going for the win at the end of the day. By any means necessary. Let's see. And AJ Allmendinger and Eric Jones are both still out there. I think at some point here you gotta come to pit road if you're Allmendinger. He stays out again. He's made it to 42 laps so far. I don't know. I would consider pitting at this point. I mean, you've made it far enough to prove that you can make it to the checkered, I would say, pretty easily on fuel. There goes Haley coming to pit road. Which means none of the top 5 or 6 didn't. Did not opt to come to pit road. Oh, and here we go. Here comes Gilliland Jones coming to pit road. There we go. Todd Gilliland, Eric Jones coming to pit road. Alright, so yeah, this has actually been a decent race. A little too chaotic for my taste early on, but yeah, it's starting to get into its rhythm. Now we got a bunch of pit stops that are going to cycle guys further back than they should right now. KyleLarson has not led a lap yet today, which is strange, considering the speeds yet. Alright, let's see. Again, right now, Larson, Stenhouse. I mean, there's actually a decent chunk of drivers up in the top 5 that I would say are legit drivers. And you got Stenhouse and Allmendinger who are up there kind of on strategy, as they are about 15, 20 miles off the range of everybody else. Let's see. Again, right now we're working our way through this one. It's actually not going too terribly. Mike McDowell already back up to 14th. Hey, you know what? I will take Michael McDowell in 14th. I don't know what Black Magic guy did to have that happen, but Michael McDowell back up to 14th after a pit stop. Chris Buescher up to 10th after a pit stop is pretty impressive. Now, the question is whether or not those guys need to come back to pit road again later. Jean Dare is going to come to pit road and get his that one. And here we go. Let's see. So here comes Allmendinger to pit road. I'm going to go ahead and get the tear-off done. Change some tires. Alright, let's see. Blaney versus Chastain, and here comes... Oh, Chastain's coming to pit road. Chastain hits pit road. Allmendinger on pit road. And there we go. We're starting to see some of these guys who were on that early strategy of pitting late. Let's see, again, right now, Larson's got the lead of the race, and he's now, he can control it. Meanwhile, Stenhouse is just trying to hang on to a second place here for the life of him. Stenhouse comes to pit road. Zane Smith to pit road. Couple more drivers coming down, and that will conclude the late stoppers. All right, there we go. Boosts McDowell back up to 11th here, right about where he started. Now, if he can make the same charge to the field now that he made it at the beginning of the race, one, I'd be impressed, because that field in front of him is not going to let him by as easy as they would have on lap 1 of the race. And 2, man, could that get exciting if he gets close to the lead. Here we go. Kazgrala, he's had a tumultuous day at best, having a ton of pit road issues and just kind of issues on track in general. Although he's made his way all the way up into 5th on a strategy call here. But, yeah, here we go. Let's see. So far, though, the 15 car staying out here. And, oh! Stenhouse, absolute dagger. Too fast entering on pit road. Count Stenhouse out of any shot to do well at this one. As he's going to have to do a pass-through penalty there. This is one of the most costly tracks to end up doing a pass-through penalty at. Meanwhile, here we go. We got Larson, Elliott, LaJoy, Blaney, Gralla, who have yet to pit. Yeah, for the final time. And, yeah, these drivers, they're making this work. Which is actually surprising. There we go. Oh, wow. I got literally 1, 2, and 2 in my lineup. Alright, I'm not doing terrible in terms of the overall points. And we go to a side-by-side commercial. Question is, could Larson or Elliott maybe make it to the checker from here? I mean, it'd be a long stretch to try and stretch your way to the checker. I mean, that would be 60 laps. I don't know if you can go 60 laps. 50? 50 we've seen. We've seen 52. I don't know if we've seen much more than 52, and I don't know if we have much more than 52 in our system. Here comes Briscoe to pit road, but he was already in the back anyway. And so he had not been having the best of days today. Alright, let's see again. Right now, the battle inside the top 5 is all new drivers to the mix there. Alright, let's see. And let's see, what's it gonna be? We got. Is that car a lap down there? Is that you have to wait and see, but oh, Cam Waters is out the race, so is Austin Dillon. That's unfortunate. Here we go. The 41 of Priest getting a little impatient here behind the 77. Alright, let's see. Alright, we are just chilling out here. We got 34 laps to go. And we have not had a caution in the final stage. Meanwhile, we had like 3 cautions in the middle of stage 2, which really felt like they dragged the stage out a lot more. But now Larson's got a 6-second lead. And realistically, without a caution, I don't know if we see that lead really get cut a ton more unless we see another set of pit stops. And here we go. Kaz Gralla hits pit road. Kaz Gralla hits pit road. Is that going to be the magic one that drops, that goes and leads to me being number 1 in the fantasy league? I highly doubt it. Nope, that actually dropped me all the way down. That actually dropped me a spot. Wow. Must have been somebody else surging, because there's no way that that was the difference maker. But, yeah, the fact that I got every bottom thing wrong except for... Actually, no, I got Elliott and McDowell right over Reddick and Suarez. So I got half the bottom right on the NASCAR fantasy game. Here we go. Let's see. Again, Larson. Larson's just stretching the lead, and he's got no threat from behind him because it's Elliott, LaJoie. I mean, even if Elliott was able to close in on him, would Elliott really make the move necessary to take him out? Alright, let's see. Right now we're just kind of waiting this one out, waiting to see what ends up happening here. So, everybody up in that top bit has about 20 more laps on their, has about 20 to 30 laps on their tires. Everybody from about 5th on back has about 10. And again, I'd be shocked if we don't have a caution at some point in the final 55 laps. We go from having one of the messiest Sonoma races on record, then they go and mention the record, and all of a sudden we've gone green flag since. Aside from the stage caution. And the fact that we've gotten incident free since then means that we actually don't tie the record. So Larson and Elliott, they're saying it's going to be a while till we see them pit, which means we're going to be here for a while. With not much to talk about, because we're only going to be talking about when are these two going to pit, and are we going to see something else? So we know it's going to be a minute before these two pit. Alright, let's see. What else do we got going on? How did F1 do? Because I know F1 had a race this weekend. I did not bother to see how it went. Max Verstappen wins it over Lando Norris and George Russell. Okay. And what happened to Perez? Fails to finish the race along with both Ferraris and both Williams drivers. Alright, well, looks like we missed a decent F1 race. Hamilton with the fastest lap award, and Lando Norris getting Driver of the Day award yet again. And, yeah, the fact that Lewis Hamilton, though, comes home 4th, I mean, he's got to feel pretty good about the fact that he's making progress. Although he's not going to be in that car next year, so. let's see. Again, we're just trying to find any storyline. And oh, here we go. Larson's in the pits. I thought it was going to be a while before we saw these guys pit, but here comes Larson to the pit road. I mean, again, the storyline of McDowell actually being able to do much with this is going to be probably pretty low, but because, again, barring a caution flag, McDowell's not going to be very far ahead there. But McDowell's up to 8th place now. And assuming that we do get a caution potentially to level off the tires in, like, say, 10, maybe 15 laps, with about 15 to go. Hey, Larry Mack, let's see if Larry Mack's time. It's Larry Mack's time for the figuring out when that last caution's gonna be. Because if it's about, I'd have to see what the average of the last couple of them, but yeah, the average of the last caution in these ones. And Larson did pass McDowell there. So Larson comes out on track and passes McDowell. So McDowell back in 9th place on older tires now than Larson. That pretty much eliminates McDowell's shot at the win unless we get a caution. Now, ChaseElliott is still out there leading the race, so theoretically, if he can make it all the way on fuel, no way. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. 28 laps to go. Now that they've... oh, no, sorry. I don't know what was going on with timing and scoring, but McDowell is ahead of Larson. My bad. And so McDowell is ahead of Larson here. Now we need to see what Elliott ends up doing here. Can Elliott pit and not lose the spot to Larson? And here we go. Here comes Ryan Blaney diving down onto pit lane. Alright, let's see. Again, so far, Elliott and LaJoy are the two drivers on the racetrack who have not made their final pit stop yet. The other ones, again, I can see Buescher and Truex. If we get another caution, again, about 10, 15 laps from now, I can see them making a final pit stop, too. So McDowell's up to 7th here as Blaney has now dropped outside the top 15 with his pit stop, and that now puts, if McDowell can get into the top 5, and then we can get a restart, McDowell can fight for this one. Problem is the track position has just been a nightmare, and here we go. Here comes Elliott. Elliott to pit road. ChaseElliott to pit road. Here we go. ChaseElliott to pit road, and here comes Corey LaJoy as well. Both the front two coming to pit road. That will put Mike McDowell into that top 5 conversation here. Buescher leading, Truex 2nd, Kyle Busch 3rd. A situation I don't think us Kyle Busch fans thought we would be in at any point throughout the remainder of this year. And now we're in position here. Kyle Busch up to 3rd. Allmendinger 4th. Mike McDowell 5th. I mean, any of those 3 winning would be amazing. Allmendinger a little less than the others just because he's not full-time, so he wouldn't end up getting a playoff spot because of it. The other 2 could lock up their playoff spot. I mean, that's not saying that I hate Buescher or Truex. I mean, really, I don't know. I'd be hard-pressed for to find a driver really on the track inside that top 5 that I strongly would not want to see win. Now, Larson would be on that list of guys I really wouldn't want to see, mainly just because he's won a lot. Like, yeah, it's cool to see him win because he will make it look impressive. But at some point, the thing that makes it impressive is that he isn't immortal. Like, if he won literally every race he came out here and looked like a potential race winner, he'd win 99% of races. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just kind of waiting this one out. We just got a commercial break as as Elliott and LaJoie came and made their final stops, and that now puts us at the turnover point. No more guaranteed pit stops here, and oh, here we go. There we go. The driver of the number 16 car just lost a position there to Michael McDowell. McDowell starting to turn it on late. Could McDowell make a rally here? He's 5.5 seconds back. That would be a massive rally he would have to make to charge all the way up to the front. And there we go. They're showing off some of the tailgaters. And here we go. They got the Sonoma crowd. I will say, I think road courses are some of the best tailgates because, I mean, basically that's what the whole race is a tailgate where you can get a view of a couple of corners, but you're never going to see the full race at a road course. I mean, I will say the Roval last year was probably as close as I was going to get to being able to see a full road course race in person. Because you just can't see the full track at most road courses. Alright, so McDowell again. McDowell looks fast, and I think he's probably the fastest of these top 5. Problem is, Larson's breathing down his neck for that other spot inside that top 5. Oh no, sorry, they're showing a replay of the battle with Allmendinger, I guess, because, again, Allmendinger's now back ahead of McDowell here. Okay, yep, McDowell's slowing up, and yeah, he just, no idea what this is a replay of. Okay, I guess Allmendinger passed McDowell back, and now Larson passed McDowell. I got no idea what that was that wasn't even a replay, that was just live running. So again, right now, best shot for a McDowell win would maybe be a caution flag, because I think a restart bunch it all together would be his best shot at a win here. Oh no, he's gonna try and make, oh, are you kidding me? 3 wide for McDowell, let's go! McDowell 3 wide up the inside, let's go! McDowell just took back 4th place from Allmendinger and Larson. Take that, Larson. And Allmendinger gets a real short end of the stick there as he loses the spot to both Larson and McDowell there, but there we go. But all that fighting back and forth between them, though, is absolutely going to hurt their overall standing, though. They're now 7 to 8 seconds behind the leaders. Although Truex is going to try and make this interesting with Chris Buescher at the end of this race, in the event of a green flag finish. And there we go. Larson back around McDowell there to take the spot back. Come on, Michael. Let's go. Again, at this point, we just, average of the last caution, 22 laps to go. Okay, thank you, Larry Mack, for that one. So, obviously, it's only a 2-race average because we've only come to Sonoma twice in the next-gen era. But honestly, the stats are not, the odds are not too far out of McDowell's favor for a potential caution. Anywhere between here and the finish would be within that average. Certainly a last caution coming at, with 55 to go would be super strange. Seeing the last caution coming at basically the halfway point. But yeah, the Cup champions on winless streaks. You only got 4 Cup champions who are winless this year. You got Blaney, you got Truex, you got Kyle Busch, who's now at a 36 race winless streak. You got 2 of them inside the top 5 that are winless champions. Alright, let's see. Come on. Is there any chance we get a caution? Come on. But, yeah, whatever Mike McDowell had, though, his tires definitely seem worn out now. Alright, let's see. 21 to go. And again, right now, Truex is really the only one that could challenge Buescher, because Buescher is got enough of a gap to the rest of them, other than Truex, that I think Buescher should be able to handle that, again, assuming no caution. Which, no caution is a big assumption. Alright, let's see. Again, Michael McDowell just struggling here outside of trying to get a top 5. I mean, we might be able to hang on to a 5th place finish here, but we really need a win here. I mean, I know that obviously seeing him in the tire barrier earlier today, anything would be an improvement, but I just wanted to see him win this thing. Buescher, Truex, Kyle Busch, and KyleLarson being ahead of him, too, are just... Like, if we had some lesser-known drivers up there, I might be more okay with it, but... As the fact that Buescher's on pace to potentially go and get this one... McDowell actually faster. Larson much faster than the others. Alright, 20 laps to go. Come on. 20 more times around. Truex can see Buescher in his sights, and we go to a commercial break here while we wait for Truex to hunt him down. Truex is really doing a number on Chris Buescher's cushion between the two of them. Well, we're actually making something out of this. I mean, it's a decent race, which is a lot better than most Sonoma races, honestly. Alright, here we go. Let's see, what do we got? Again, right now we're just kind of waiting to see if Truex can shorten this gap. It's 0.7 right now between the two. And again, there's not really much else coming from behind. I mean, over 4 seconds back from the rest of them. And we're just chugging along to the checkers here. It's been a day. That's for sure. And here we go. Coming back from commercial break. They're showing off some of the XFL Conference Championship final. Getting ready to go later tonight. You got the San Antonio Brahmas versus the St. Louis Battlehawks. I will say, I might actually tune into that after the race just to see how it goes. But yeah, right now Truex he's stayed close. He's stayed close enough that if Buescher makes a mistake, and in fact he is actually getting marginally closer. Last lap by it was 0.5 seconds. I mean 0.5 of a second between them. It's closer than it was. It's still not close, but let's see. Alright, so Truex is definitely better than Buescher. And, oh, speaking of Buescher, Kyle Busch has now been passed by Larson. So Larson's going to try and run both of these guys down. I don't know if Larson has enough time. Alright, let's see. 4 wins for Truex at Sonoma in 17 starts. Could he make it a 5th win here at Sonoma? Let's see. Alright, 16 laps to go, and again, they are just working their way around this one. Again, Truex is close enough that I think he could try and make a move on Buescher if he really wanted to here. I just don't know how much Truex really wants to try and make a diving move and potentially risk running them both out here. Alright, let's see. What are we going to see here? Larson is definitely charging from behind. He is much faster because he's pit a whole lot more recently. I don't know if Larson can get there, though. He's doing a great job. He's got fresher tires. But the math on him making it to the checkers, especially while they are still there, is going to be tough. Especially because I know Buescher can't take it easy, because Buescher can't take it easy without Truex taking it easy, and neither one of them are taking it easy because there's a five car breathing down their necks. Alright, let's see. Under half a second between Truex and Buescher right now for the spot. Can Truex hold on to it, or can Truex take it from Buescher, or does Buescher have what it takes to hang on for the win here and potentially end the Fox season of the part of the season with another new winner? And that would make for a very interesting run to the checkers. Because let me do some math real quick. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 of the 16 playoff spots are already taken by drivers. Now, if Truex or Buescher win, that's another driver locked in. Now, granted, they're both currently on the inside looking out, but Buescher was only in by 10 points to start today. Now, he's going to be much better than that now because Briscoe's out the race, and he is going to finish top 5, no doubt. But if he wins, he locks himself in. If Truex wins, I mean, he goes from, what was it? He goes from 132 points above to in. I mean, he's pretty much locked in. But, yeah, these are the guys you don't want to see out the race. Or you don't want to see guys like Buescher. You don't want to see guys like McDowell win if you're one of those bubble guys who might try and point their way in. If you're a Kyle Busch, the worst thing for Kyle Busch right now would be a Mike McDowell or a Chris Buescher win. A Truex or Larson win wouldn't really affect Kyle Busch any. And speaking of a Michael McDowell win, Michael McDowell might be on pace to try and pass Kyle Busch right now. Let's go. Alright, here we go, here we go. So, Michael McDowell to 4th. So, Michael McDowell has a shot at a 4th place finish. 13 laps to go here. What on earth does Martin Truex Jr. do to try and take this lead? And what is KyleLarson able to do / willing to do to find this lead? He's cut the lead down by a ton over the last couple of laps. Goes from 4.5 back to just under 4 back to, yeah, he's cutting it down by a ton here. Let's see. Inside of 2 seconds now for Larson. Meanwhile, there we go. Truex has gotten to the bumper of the 17. There we go. That is step number 1 for making the pass. You've gotten to his bumper. Now the question is, 1, how do you maintain this? And 2, what do you do? What's your next step? How do you make this guy uncomfortable? Here we go. Larson has gotten to the back of Truex. What can Larson do? And we got 12 laps to go. If Larson takes out Truex and Buescher, that's actually, I hadn't considered that. That's actually a shot for McDowell. You have some combination of Larson, Truex, and Buescher take each other out of this thing. Then we get a restart with Michael McDowell and Kyle Busch and Allmendinger as the front 3. Which I would be certainly A-okay with. Let's go. Come on. You 3, go and rough each other up. Come on. I want to see a restart with McDowell, Busch, and Allmendinger on the front row. Well, can't have all 3 on the front row, but still. I want to see some combination of those 3 in the top 3. Alright, here we go. And reconnection successful. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Are we back? Are we back? Let's see. I'm going to refresh the browser. And Truex has taken the lead. I haven't been able to see it, but Truex has taken the lead. I lost power literally in the middle of the stream, guys. I apologize. Literally could not have controlled that. Connection again. Alright. Stay connected, please. Alright, so now KyleLarson's in the lead. Great. And I say they've all dropped a ton of time. But now that Larson's out front with fresher tires, I doubt he gets past again here. Come on. Alright. There we go. Alright, I have absolutely no eyes on the track right now, so I'm just having to go based on lap-by-lap information. But, yeah, as of right now, KyleLarson appears to have the lead, and he is Mike McDowell has actually closed in a ton late in this run. Okay, seriously, why is my TV not working? Check connection. Alright, well, I apologize to anyone who's watching this. We literally I don't have an eye on the track, but it looks like, again, Larson has stretched the lead now to almost half a second here. Alright, connection was successful. Alright, let's try actually getting the race back going. Come on. Alright. I know you have internet. Now work, please. I gotta see the end of this race. Even though I know what's gonna happen, I gotta see it happen for myself. Alright, come on. Alright, side-by-side commercial break. And Larson is pulling away. He's got Martin Truex Jr. behind him, but hey, Mike McDowell has entered hot pursuit of Chris Buescher. And honestly, if McDowell wasn't going to win, a Larson win is legitimately best case scenario, because that stops Buescher from locking in, and it stops Truex from locking in, although Truex locking in would not be... I don't think we're catching Truex on points ever in this season. But right now, again, we're basically just waiting to see if there's going to be a crash in the back. Like, where's the Cody Ware powers? I mean, I know Cody Ware himself isn't in the race, but what about the Rick Ware cars? Where are they in terms of crashing? Oh yeah, they've got competent drivers in them. Host of ours, you like to crash people for no rhyme or reason. But yeah, here we go. We got 6 laps to go, and we are still at a side-by-side commercial break. Allmendinger's dropped all the way to 7th as Chastain's starting to surge here late. I don't know what you can do, though, if you're... Nope. They're talking about... Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour podcast. Okay, you did a side-by-side commercial to avoid missing the closing laps of the race, and now you cut to a clip from Kevin Harvick's Happy away from the field. But to cut away from that for in hot pursuit here, and are you kidding me? Buffering, and the internet's down again. Are you kidding me? I cannot catch a break with this stuff. There we go. Literally could not catch a break if I wanted it tonight. Come on. Something break. Hey, Zane Smith, you're pretty good at crashing, right? Hey, Spindrick, how about you spin out in 18th place? You've done it before. It would help a Penske-affiliated teammate. I think a caution and a restart would help McDowell at this point, and it certainly couldn't hurt too badly. Alright, here we go. Again, McDowell, he's doing everything right here to try and get a top 5 and a top 3 finish. If he can finish on the podium, I mean, it gives me hope for later races, but realistically, it's win or go home here, because we don't have a whole lot of road races in the regular season. We got 2 in the playoffs, which gives us a lot of hope if we make the playoffs. We have Chicago next month, and that's the last road course race of the regular season. So this is our second to last chance to lock in as a road course ringer. Now, granted, we can win other tracks, which is the nice part, but a 3rd place finish here as we go and pass Chris Buescher will definitely help. And, oh, Blaney into the back of Reddick. Okay, battling it out for 9th there. So, Reddick versus Blaney, and Blaney just muscles his way around Reddick there. Allmendinger now falls to 8th place. 4 laps to go. Is there any way Truex can surge here in the late runnings to try and make this interesting between himself and Larson? They're close. They're close enough that Larson's not run away from Truex the way you would have expected with the fresher tires. Problem is, I think Larson could just be playing chicken with him and just being like, hey, I'm not going to overextend myself trying to win this race by 20 car lengths. And here we go. Let's see. Again, they've run plenty of laps here, but there's just not a whole lot that they can do here. Coming to 3 laps to go. 3 more times around. 2 shots to have a caution. 2 more shots at a caution here. Oh, we got Spindrick! Austin Spindrick is around! Spindrick goes around! But not enough for a caution unless he drives into traffic here, which would be stupid of him, but... Come on, man. We could have thrown an entertainment caution there, right? Come on. Oh, McDowell would have been in the perfect spot for that one. Sunday night next week, 7 p.m., Iowa Speedway. Truck race doesn't... truck race is on FS2 for Nashville. Come on, why are... Let's say... FS1 and FS2 carry the truck series all season long. But in terms of Network Fox races, this is the last Network Fox race of the season. Alright, here we go. 3 laps to go. After this lap, it'll be 2 laps to go, and it'll be 1 last shot at a caution. It's this lap or never. We got 1 more lap to potentially see a caution. Otherwise, we're going to be saying hi to Larson probably as race winner and Truex as runner-up, with Michael McDowell likely on the 3rd step of that podium, although Chastain's right there on Kyle Busch's rear end. And we know that Chastain likes to rough people up to make passes. Do we see a Chastain-style move here on Kyle Busch? And unfortunately, Kyle Busch would be the victim in this situation, although nobody would probably give him the credit of calling him the victim. But, yep, here we go. Larson rounding the top of the hill, now down the S's, and it is going to be a sprint to try and get to that white flag. If he can get to the white flag, it will be the race will basically be official. And here we go. Let's see. Yep, the Bernsey Award winner is announced. And here we go. Into the final corner. Taking the white flag this time by, it will be KyleLarson. And the white flag, 1 lap to go. 1 more time around. At this point, next flag ends the race. So... unless there's so now if a caution comes out, it would just straight up end the race. So the only way that Larson loses this one is if he is the caution. And even then, I think it would almost certainly go to Truex, because I think that'd have to be a really bad caution for Larson and Truex to end up together. Unless Larson, lost a wheel or something and lost a ton of speed before crashing. But that would be pretty hard to find. And oh, we did see it! Chastain's Kyle Busch around, but hopefully they can keep this thing green. At this point, I want to see it stay green. But, man, that's a bummer to see. Can Michael McDowell get to the runner-up position before the end of this lap? No, he's nowhere near. But here we go, into the final hairpin corner. Larson, no threat from behind. And it's going to be a KyleLarson victory here as he comes off the final corner through the kink. And it is going to be a KyleLarson victory. Larson wins in Sonoma, in wine country. And he goes and wins it. And McDowell got second! McDowell got second! Let's go! Let's go! Michael McDowell in second place. And did Truex run out of... Truex is out of gas! Martin Truex Jr. runs out of gas short of the checkers. No way! There is no way. Martin Truex Jr. runs out of fuel literally 100 feet from the checkered flag. Come on, just roll to the checkered. Come on. But Michael McDowell runner-up. Let's go! And Kyle Busch passes Martin Truex Jr. after being a part of the caution, or not the caution, but the thing, and yet the caution has been thrown here. But, man, that is a heartbreaker for Truex and a miracle drive there for Michael McDowell. Now, if Tech Inspection, come on, Tech Inspection. I don't usually hope for Tech Inspection, but Larson was suspiciously fast. Now, he had fresh tires, which would explain it perfectly well. And, come on, no, don't push him. Don't push Truex. Let him roll to the checkered. Let him complete the race. Come on, but yeah, there we go. KyleLarson wins the race. Massive congratulations to him. Again, I was mostly joking when I was wishing for the Tech Inspection. McDowell comes home with a very strong second place. And again, I am very sorry for any Martin Truex Jr. fans who were absolutely heartbroken at that result for Martin Truex Jr. And, yeah, there... And he crosses the line! Martin Truex Jr. has crossed the finish line, and he has finished the race. Where did he finish? What position? I gotta see this. Okay, what was his official positional ranking here? Alright, let's see. But, yeah, there we go. Now Larson gets to celebrate in front of the crews. Let's see. And Martin Truex Jr. ends up with a finish. I just got to know what position he finishes in. But, yep, there we go. Larson's 20th career 20th victory since joining Hendrick Motorsports. All right. Congratulations to them on that one. That is a... All right. Trying to get the results to load here. Come on. Alright, there we go. Got the results, and it is going to be a... Oh, man, that is a bummer for Truex, 27th. Alright, well, as is traditional, we're going to run down through the finishing order. If you guys just came for the live reaction, thank you guys for sticking with us through a power outage. Literally lost power halfway through that thing, so... Again, thank you guys for sticking with us, but if you guys did just come for the race reaction... Yeah, I will see you guys next weekend, which we got a, double or triple header at Iowa? No, wait, no. Trucks are at Nashville next, so it's just a double header at Iowa. We got Xfinity at 3:30 on Saturday. I can do that, and then Sunday I'm going to do every Cup race. That is the goal, is to have at least some coverage of every Cup race. New Hampshire's going to be a little different because I'm at the track, but... We got Iowa next week, Father's Day, and actually, quick announcement, my dad will actually be joining me for that live calling, so we'll have some help calling the Iowa race, but as per tradition, we're going to go ahead and announce where every driver finished, so you guys can figure out where your favorite driver finished if they didn't finish in the top 10, because obviously top 10's on screen. So, KyleLarson wins the race. Michael McDowell, second place, as we already went through. Chris Buescher, a disheartening third place. ChaseElliott ran all the way back up to fourth place. That's impressive. Ross the Boss Chastain bullies his way up to fifth after taking out Kyle Busch. AJ Allmendinger, sixth. Seventh, Ryan Blaney. Eighth, Tyler Reddick. Ninth, Christopher Bell. And Todd Gilliland gets both front row motorsports cars into the top 10. Corey LaJoie comes home 11th. 12th was Brad Keselowski. 13th, Daniel Suarez. 14th, Alex Bowman. And rounding out the top 15 was Zane Smith for Spire Motorsports. And staying on that same train, Carson Hocevar in the 16th position, also for Spire Motorsports. Kyle Busch, after getting victimized by Ross the Boss, comes home in the 17th position. Ryan Preece, 18th. 19th was Eric Jones. And rounding out your top 20 was Bubba Wallace. Your pole sitter, Joey Logano, comes home in the 21st position. And Austin Spindrick, after almost causing us a caution that could have gotten McDowell the win. Austin Cindric comes home 22nd. 23rd was Kaz Growlett in the Rick Ware racing car. And Stenhouse comes home 24th. 25th place belongs to Harrison Burton today, and Noah Gragson with the 26th position in the number 10 car. Not a great audition for a potential ride, as he and the rest of Stuart Haas are all looking for new rides. And MTJ, about 100 feet shy of the checkered flag, finishes the race in 17th place at about the slowest speed I think I've ever seen a car actually finish the race. Daniel Hemrick, the first car, 1 lap down, 28th place. 29th, John Hunter Nemechek, 1 lap down. William Byron, 2 laps down in 30th place. Will Brown finishes the race 3 laps behind the race. Josh Berry comes home 15 laps off the pace. Justin Haley, 22 laps down. Chase Briscoe comes up 37 laps short of the checkered flag here today. Cam Waters, 44 laps shy of the checkered. Austin Dillon comes home 71 laps short of the finish in 36th place. 37th for Ty Gibbs, 94 laps shy of the checkered. And Denny Hamlin got 2 laps of running in today, finishing 108 laps off the pace. So, thank you guys all for sticking around and watching. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video, live stream, whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your day. Have a great day, everybody, and goodbye!